Hi, I'm Storm Tracker 18 meteorologist Jess Langlois. Today started out wet, but we definitely needed the rain. Picked up just over a ½ inch of rain at the Eau Claire airport. More than that on the south side of town, more than 3/4 of an inch. And that was pretty much the story across the board today. Any locations across the Chippewa Valley saw anywhere between about a ½ inch and up to about an inch of rain, the heaviest of which occurred in the counties closest to the Minnesota border. But after that, things cleared off nicely. It did also help our rainfall deficit for the month. We were down about an inch for the month of October so far as of yesterday, but thanks to the rain we saw this morning, now only down about a ½ an inch. But for the season overall, it was a dry September as well, so we still have about 2½ inches to make up before we would be considered at near average rainfall for the season of meteorological fall. But behind that front, we did see plenty of clearing and a bright blue sky this afternoon. Should see clearing through the early part of the evening. Overnight, though, we will see a little bit of an increase in clouds as a system does move in from the west. Looks like it should come through dry for us, so perhaps just a few extra clouds around, a partly cloudy sky as opposed to a mostly clear one. Any rain chances likely to stay to our north. Can't rule out an isolated sprinkle, but really not going to be anything significant for us like we saw this morning. And we could see partly cloudy conditions linger into Tuesday, but even into Tuesday afternoon, we'll likely see things clearing out once again before we see better rain chances arrive on Wednesday. But another thing we've been dealing with ahead of and behind the front that came through, gusty winds. They were out of the southeast and behind the front switched to west-northwest, and that resulted in some wind gusts today, anywhere between 30 and about 40 miles an hour across our area today. Eau Claire almost hit that 40-mile-an-hour wind gust mark. The rest of us pretty much solidly in the 30s, but some even higher wind gusts as we get into parts of Minnesota and Iowa. And it will stay breezy into tomorrow and even Wednesday as well. Fortunately, even though the breeze makes it feel a little bit cooler, temperatures are still hanging on to some lower 60s for at least the next day, perhaps into Wednesday. It will be a little harder to hit it on Wednesday with more cloud cover, but temperatures will still at least be a few degrees above average for the next couple of days. But then it gets much colder as we see those temperatures fall into the 40s starting Thursday. So at that point we'll be well below average for this time of year. So this is going to be the last stretch of seasonable temperatures, at least for the foreseeable future. So get outside and enjoy them while they are here. Tonight we'll see temperatures in the mid 40s, ironically similar to what we should expect for highs later on this week. Partly cloudy, a little bit cool. Tomorrow we'll be seeing temperatures back into the 60s, partly cloudy. Still got some of that breeze in the area, not quite as windy as today, but could still see some gusts up to about 25, perhaps even 30 miles an hour tomorrow afternoon. And we stay breezy through Wednesday. That comes with our next rain chances. Still should have a shot at edging up to 60, but behind that, much colder air. We really feel that kick in by Thursday. Highs only in the 40s. And then as we get into Friday, we'll really be monitoring any precipitation chances to see if we could get our first flakes of the season. We'll have to keep an eye on that as it gets a little bit closer, but it's certainly a possibility. And as we head into the weekend, things stay cold. Temperatures likely still only in the 40s, freezing temperatures overnight. So enjoy those 60s while they're here because they're not going to last too much longer.